travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
Cool. Let me go to the
Oh, I need,
Go
I
on.
need Chrome.
So then, welcome back to session 20, everyone. Previously in our Tomb of Annihilation campaign, our party, fortune's favoured, strode out into the Nazi wastes. Pause the music. Yeah. They strode out into the wastes to cure the blighted land and win the teacher's trust so that they may gain the blood of the royal heir living in Kirsabal. The Nazi wastes is a horrible, blight-ridden swamp, housing dead and rotting trees, plants, thorny bushes, and a thick green bog that emits poison bubbles from the ground upwards, and it is infested with stinging and biting insects. A poisonous haze rests above the swamp that eats through all the vegetation below when it rains, and blinds any creatures that enter, covering their eyes and skin with a tar-like substance. During your first day in the waste, you encountered nearly a dozen Aarakocra skeletons, single file trying to escape this putrid land. You rested at a small campsite and set off across the waste to the northern shore, where you barely avoided being trampled by a blind brontosaurus. Skirting the land, you then encountered a shambling mound that was being tracked by what you now know are veggie pygmies, plant people. As many of you began to run away, the veggie pygmies hurled small missiles at the creature and began to engage it. You decided to assist and peppered the creature with arrows from afar. Yelena charged in, only to be shoved out of the way by one of your new allies, who in turn got squashed by the creature immediately after. Eventually the creature fell, and you helped the last two pygmies drag it back to their camp in the middle of the wastes, where you were hailed as heroes. Their chief, Haset, and their shaman, Sista, feasted you as an honorary guest and invited you to fill your bellies with the last of their nutrients. In return, they asked that you help to grow their tribe, to replace those who have fallen. When you agreed, you were each handed a small bag of mold containing their seed. After the feast, you were led to your accommodation for the night, where you set a watch. Round about 3 hours before dawn, Lunan heard a commotion, and rushing outside he discovered the village under attack. Veggie pygmies were attacking veggie pygmies, but these assailants were much darker, almost infected, as you watched them drag the villagers out into the swamp and into the blackness of the night. You all rushed out to help, defending the village, only to encounter a second wave of assailants, vine-covered undead, helping the infected veggie pygmies. And this is where we pick up. Round 4 of combat, a little while before dawn of your third day in the Nazi wastes. It is the top of the round, and we have on 21 the two thornies, the veggie pygmy creatures. Okay. With the gate open, they both come rushing out to surround the one that is busy being engaged by dusted coal. Hey, cool. And they are going to attack. And from here we can have a little bit of music, hopefully. There we go. Okay. Oh dear, the first one rolls a natural 20. And that is definitely a critical. So it does 4 and 5. It does 9 points of damage. Which means that one is dead. And with that, the second one steps over the body 6 and moves up to there. Right. Can you guys see any of the combat in the tracker?
Yes.
Oh, cool. It did actually work. Nice. Okay.
I cannot see you roll anything.
Yeah, no, that one rolled myself. I will make it
Okay, but it was just that if it was that what you meant, or did you mean the just battle map? Because that I can see.
battle map and the combat order, yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, next up then on round 20. All of a sudden, around you, you start to see the rising of some bubbles from the blighted swamp. Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, you can see those. Great. Okay. Right, it is then Dusted Coal followed by Lunan.
Um, yeah, Dustin is gonna see the beast moving in that direction, and he's gonna follow it around and hopefully the spot the pygmy being dragged away, and he's gonna run over here, and
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna make a gravel attack against this one.
Oh, okay.
So
Holy
that's a
cow!
20, a
And Dustin opens
critical.
the account with a natural 20.
Uh,
And that's for a grapple, yes?
yeah.
Okay. Let's
So I
see.
don't know if it can probably beat it because it has a better dexterity than I have strength, but yeah.
Let's see. I will. 18 plus 1, he gets a 19.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
Wow, that was close. That was a good roll, and yours was a phenomenal roll.
That was terrifying. That was terrifying.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use feline agility to double my movement for this round, so I have 60.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to drag him 15 feet on shore.
Okay, which way? Backwards? Or around the other side of the mushroom? Yeah, there. Okay, cool.
So basically, if he's north of me, then I have moved him 1, 2, 3 spaces, which is 30 movement.
Let's put him there?
No, north of me. Sorry.
North of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So he is. I don't know if he's still grappling onto the other one because that's a really weird situation where we're all grappling each other like a human centipede. But there you go.
So let's
Um,
do a contested check for the other one then. Um oh wait, I need to. If somebody wants to roll for the other veggie pygmy. Okay.
I mean, you can, but I don't know if it's gonna.
If anyone wants to roll a
I'll do it.
contested.
I'll do it. It's my veggie pick me now. I'll
Yeah.
roll for it. Spend another
Oh
one of my
my
I
20s on that.
god!
really.
Wow, dude.
What's going on?
Two natural 20s. Okay, I guess we're rolling off again then, aren't we?
Oh, another roll?
Yeah.
Is their strength and the same?
It is, yes. It is the same. I got a 7. Oh
Oh,
my.
I'm having some good dice luck tonight. Jesus.
Okay, so as you grab the veggie pygmy, the infected one, and you start busy to grapple and wrestle and pull, you're yanking him and he's fighting, trying to hold on to the other one, and his grip slips just about here, and the other one takes a step and breaks out of the grapple. Wow. Okay. Is that your turn, sir?
I'll just use my what is it called? My second wind to heal myself for a D10 plus my level, which is 7 points.
Okay. In which case, then, it is our man Lunan.
I would wanna move my blade towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4 as my bonus action. And then I want to make his ears ring.
Oh, okay. Toll the Dead.
Yes, it's DC 15, I believe. Yes. Wisdom.
Wisdom. So he gets no modifier to his wisdom.
Oh,
Ooh, and that's a poor fail. Okay.
he's already damaged, right?
Correct.
7 damage.
Oh, 7 damage, and as the bells toll out, the pygmy drops to the ground, apparently dead. Ding, ding, ding.
If it makes any difference, it was necrotic.
Necrotic.
That's my turn.
Okay. Next up then is Azaka. Right, and Azaka is just with the veggie pygmy down below, so she is going to attack it. Yeah, let's give her an attack if someone wants to roll for Azaka. With a scimitar, she gets +3.
I will.
She gets +5, sorry, to hit. 5 and 5.
Not enough.
10. Okay. That is unfortunately a miss. So Azaka swings and misses. She does get another attack, so you can roll again, please, Vargo, for her. Or Ray.
Sure. 10 plus something.
+5 is 15. She definitely hits with the scimitar then. That is a D6 +3.
So 4 damage.
4 points. Cool. And with that, she manages to kill that one, and she is going to move. I think she's going to come south. Or does Yelena need help?
I don't mind. She can go south.
Well, she's facing.
She'd probably point away to someone else if Azaka looks at her.
Plus, you are covered by a hut, actually. So, yeah, she looks behind her. 10, 15, 20. She's going to move to there so she doesn't impose. And she's going to go for the bearded chap below her. Yeah, let's engage with him, shall we? Alright, she's going to move up close, so right in front of the net. The web spell on the ground. Next up then is Yelena, followed by Valrus. Yelena, okay. What are you going to do?
She's gonna cast Booming Blade, and then, as part of that cast, attack the bearded man in front of her.
Okay.
I'll post Booming Blade so you can...
So if the target runs, 22 hits. If the target runs away from you, then he takes extra damage, yeah?
Yes, yeah, has to be willingly. There we go.
Okay. Swinging your booming blade, you manage to hack into the undead creature in front of you. And without giving him a chance to let the booming blade go off, he drops to the ground, dead. That's a cantrip though, so doesn't matter if the spell expense, does it? 'Cause
No, it doesn't. No, that's all good. I think that's all she can do for the time being. She will not. I would go after the pygmy, but I can see the bubble. So next turn she'll deal with the bubble.
Okay, so you're gonna hang there. In which case, then it is Valrus up next.
Do I remember correctly that the one that's below me rose up again after he ran into the swamp?
You do remember correctly, yes.
Okay, then just in case, I would like to move up to it and drag him out.
Okay, so move your character to where you are going to drag him to, and move him along. At the moment, it appears dead, so you won't need to get any contested roll at all.
I'd probably move him over there.
Okay.
I'll put myself there.
Okay, so you're going to move him just to the edge of the torchlight. So you're going to stand just within the bright light, and you're just within 5 feet of the bubble.
Which is very scary.
Yes.
How much did I move? Like 15 feet, I think. I would like to probably try and...
You could both come 1 block lower if you want to move away from the bubble.
Yeah, over there maybe.
Okay. Yeah, let's not cover you with the bad guy. Let's just, if we leave him like that, that should be good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're going to take cover behind the hut, dragging the body out of the water so it doesn't regenerate again.
Yes.
Alright, then, on it's basically the veggie pygmy's turns then. Right, first things first. Let's just go around and do some healing. With 1 foot in, starting on the north, Lunan in front of you, you notice the veggie pygmy, the infected one that you downed, does not get up. It doesn't appear to regenerate as it slowly sinks below the swamp and disappears. However, the one right in front of you is going to attack you.
Cool.
And it is going to claw you. So he gets +4 to his attack.
In case it matters, Liam, it's the normal veggie pygmy's turn.
Oh, it's a normal one. That does matter. Thank you. Darn, I just wasted a natural 20.
You're welcome.
Okay, in which case, if it's the normal one... sorry about that, fellas. So, the veggie pygmy at the top over here is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 move down to there. Let's just double check. Yep, 30 feet. The one near the bubble on the west side is going to try and break out. He gets a 9. Oh, okay. And the other one gets a 5. So he breaks out and he manages to get to there in front of Yelena. Valrus, the veggie pygmy near you, is going to retreat back past you and try and get into the safety of the hut. The one by Dusted is going to run away to there. And then this one is going to run to its other friend up top over there. I think those are the normal veggie pygmies, aren't they? Alright, then next up are the bearded undead. Right.
Oh boy.
First things first. What you notice. Alright. Ooh. What is his stat block? He gets +1. So that's a 7. So the first one that moves towards Ponty and tries to attack misses his first attack with a slam. Okay, the other one is going to try and grapple with Ponty. Does someone want to roll for Ponty, please? Oops,
I
sorry.
can roll.
Ponty gets 0 to his...
That's a 3 then.
Oh, okay.
There is hope.
So, the second one grabs Ponty, grapples with him, and as he does, he rips the torch from Ponty's hand and throws it into the swamp. What that does is it is going to break the aura and cast everything into darkness again. And you hear some struggling as you slowly start. Your vision takes a little bit of time to accumulate, to kick in dark vision. Who's got dark vision around here? Valrus, you're covered by the hut at the moment. But as you pull the body backwards, you notice that the light all of a sudden shining, the area goes completely pitch black. Azaka and Vargo in front of you, you notice all of a sudden the area goes pitch black. As you see from where you are, Ponty was grappled. The torch was knocked out of his hand, and he gets dragged backwards. You can't see much of what's going on at all. And then this one is going to move up over to there. The other one is going to, next to Azaka, is going to attack Azaka. And he is also going to attempt to grapple her. And he gets a 17. 16 plus 1 if somebody wants to roll a contested check for Azaka, please.
Sure. 10 plus something.
She gets +3.
So 13.
So she gets grappled as well. As he grabs her and then he's going to pull her half his movement. 15. The one in the web has to make a save, doesn't he?
Dexterity 14 is the DC.
Okay. 14 dex. Oh, he gets an 18.
It makes it. It's difficult terrain. The web.
So he's going to take one step forward and he's going to try and grapple with you, Vargo.
Oh boy.
So that will be a contested roll, and he gets +1 to his strength. 19.
Yeah, 7. It has me.
Okay, and he is going to... Difficult terrain. Does he have enough movement to pull you back into the web? I'm gonna say no. He's managed
It has, if he wants.
He's only got 20 feet movement.
It has expended 10.
So I guess he could actually. So he will move back and pull you into the web as well then.
Alright.
which means you need to, on your next turn, make a save against the web.
Correct.
Okay. I think that's all of the Musk dudes. That's their turn. It is now Vargo, your go.
Alright, first I will make a dex saving throw. This is fun. 13. Yeah.
Oh, hang
I'm
on.
go-
Because you were grappled, do you need to make a concentration check?
No, it's only when I take damage.
Okay. So I suppose you could choose to drop your concentration at any time, and then you're no longer caught.
And then you could keep dragging him.
I can choose to. That is correct.
It just loses him his action now.
I shouldn't be helping you, so.
Anyways, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Bargo will use his reaction to use Arcane Deflection and gain a +4 to his saving throw to make it.
Oh, you sneaky bastard. Okay, so so you're not caught by the web, but you're still grappled.
Correct. The problem is I cannot see at the moment.
It is pitch black, yes. You're busy bound by 2 arms. The last thing you saw was this like bearded white zombie kind of thing grab you before the lights went out.
Man, this is a tricky one. Can I make? Let me see. Blind Misty Step? No, I can't. A place I can see? Oh boy. This is difficult. I will... Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I've had 2 weeks to think about this. You take your time.
Can I try to break the grapple?
You can, yes. That would be another contested strength check.
Can I use acrobatics if I grapple?
Yeah, you can use acrobatics if you want.
I will do that.
Okay.
So, 22.
Whoa, 22.
That's better.
Holy cow. Okay, so using your action this round, you're going to attempt to break out.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, man.
Oh my god.
18. He
Oh.
only gets a +1, so yeah, you managed to break free of his grapple.
Alright, and since I'm not restrained at the moment, I will get out the web. That's 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
10... Yeah, I will move there, basically.
Okay, so
And that's my turn.
alright, so you break out of the grapple and you go running. That was a very good roll. Alright, next up then is Ponty. Right, Ponty is currently busy being dragged and he is blind. Would somebody like to roll athletics check for him?
I'll go for it again. Let's see. Ooh!
Oh, 19. That's
Yeah.
a
Good
very
job.
good roll. Oh my goodness.
Very persistent.
Holy cow. Ponty doesn't manage to break out of the grapple at all. In fact, all he managed to succeed in is get tighter clenched by the arms that bind him. And slowly but surely he tries to let out a little, hello? Help? Anybody? Valrus, roll a perception check for me.
Alright.
You are 10, 20, well, let's use the ruler quick and see, because you are 25 feet away from him and covered by a hut. And the mushrooms around are making sound as well. Okay, so you don't hear him, unfortunately.
Alright.
However, your dark vision has kicked in, and you can now see the bubbles either side of you have grown to 4 feet out of the water. Either side of you, you're perfectly placed as to, from your experience, you know that you won't take any damage if you remain where you are when they explode.
Good to know, good to know.
Okay, I think that is everything that Ponty can do for now. Let me just see. Rulers. Yelena, you are covered by 2 huts, but you are 60 feet from Ponty, so you can't see what's happening. And everyone else on the map is too far for dark vision, and Azaka is blind as well. Okay. In which case, next up then is the infected swamp people. Right. So, Lunan, the one in front of you, we'll start with him. He is going to reach out and attack you, and he is going to claw at you. And he gets a 14.
Miss.
Okay. The claw in the dark as you see these rakish claws swinging past you, dripping with swamp. It manages to just wisp past you and do no damage. It doesn't move anywhere. The one near Yelena is going to move in. And 2, 3, 4. It is going to grapple with the other one again and try and grab it. Would somebody like to roll a contested check for me, please? You need to beat an 18.
I will try.
Go on, Vargo.
Nah.
Okay, so Yelena, you see the one in front of you, the 2 little veggie pygmies grapple each other, and the other one starts to drag him backwards, just to there again. Then let's move down to Dusted Coal. You are busy grappling with him. He is going to try and use his action to break out.
Alright.
He will roll a 17 plus 2. He gets a 19.
He's free.
Okay, so he uses his action to break out. He can't do anything, but he's free. Then the one on the bottom is going to move closer in. And let's just roll as well. Oh, he grapples with Ponty again. And he gets a 19. Does someone want to try and beat a 21?
Let me try. Nah.
Okay. That is their turn. Then is Hista. And he is going to... He is going to attack the one in front of him. In fact... Yeah, he will try and... No, he's going to try and shove the one in front of him onto the land. That's that's much better, isn't it? Would someone like to roll then a contested check for him? He gets +2, and I will roll a defensive check for the other dude. You need to beat a 9. 7 + 2 on my end.
Let's see if I can do it. 18.
18, okay. So he shoves him back 5 feet onto dry land. And that is everyone's turn. Yes. So, top of the round then is the Doggy Thornies. So, this one is going to attack the one that broke out of your grapple, Dusted.
Be my guest.
Oh, he rolls a 2. Wow. Okay, and he misses. The other one is also going to move in 5, 6. Move in for some backup. Okay, then he's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. The veggie pygmy chief. He is going to use his rod, and he's going to attack the one below twice. And he hits once.
What?
Woohoo!
He gets a 6 and a 17, so he definitely hits once.
Oh, right.
And then he adds +4 to this roll. So that is 12 points. Oh, cool. Okay. Boom, he manages to knock the veggie pygmy outright dead. Moving down to Dusted and Lunan. You're up next, guys. +7 to hit.
Well, I'm definitely gonna smack the one in front of me with the claws. Now that it's broken free,
Okay.
it seems like okay, this isn't working, but you're on dry land, so you're mine now.
Cool.
And Dusted raises both claws and brings them down on him. Where is my action? So that's a 17.
A 17 hits for sure.
Well, and then we'll sink the acid claws into him for 6 then.
6 points, nice. Right, this one is undamaged, but he takes 6, and he looks like he has definitely taken. He's bloodied. Just one attack.
Yeah, I'm not level 5 yet, so I'm just gonna stand here for now.
Okay, in which case, next up is Lunan.
Lunan, seeing that this thingy went down, he will leave it and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Towards here. Does Lunan from that position see the creature in front of Dusted?
Yes. Yes, he's 50 feet away.
In that case, he would fire a fireball at it.
A firebolt, not a ball.
I wish.
Cool.
Dustin wouldn't be too happy though.
No, I don't think so.
I
He
think that's
cannot see that it's being thrown from you because there's a hut in the way, so he wouldn't.
Oh, and a 10 just misses.
Yep. And as a bonus, I'm having this one walk 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's my turn.
Okay. Then next up is Azaka, and she is currently grappled. Would somebody like to roll a breakout for her, please? And you need to beat...
I'll try.
Oh!
14 plus something.
Yeah, +3. Mine was on a 14
Oh,
and rolled
that's
onto the
not
4.
good.
Okay, so she uses her action to break out. Amazing, she's free. I think that's all she can do. She gets a bonus action, so she may get one swing at him, wouldn't she? Let's give her one swing. Ray, why don't you roll an attack for her, please? She gets +5 to hit.
18 to hit.
18 is a hit, so that's a d6 +3.
So 8 damage.
8. Okay, wow. So, her scimitar sinks into the bearded undead creature in front of her. It shrugs the blow off. Doesn't seem to take too much damage from it, but it's hurt for sure. That is her turn. Next up then is Yelena, followed by Valrus. Valrus Vargo.
How big is the bubble?
The bubbles are now 5 feet, and actually now that at 20, at number 20 on the combat turn, they grew to 5. Now they are 6.5, 7, and you know that they're going to burst when they hit the top of the round, next round.
Oh god. Do I know how big it will be?
10 feet.
If 10 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not too bad. I can maybe. Okay. She will run here. She will attempt to hit this thing. If it doesn't, oh, does a 14 hit?
Wait, what are you
going
hitting?
for?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, the guy here, this one.
Yeah, that
That's
hits.
a good one.
That
Okay.
hits.
Come on, man,
I can't
that's a good
remember.
one.
I'm hitting the right one, right?
Okay, and Yelena in her rage runs forward and takes aim and swings at the veggie pygmy that's busy being dragged into the swamp.
Can't say. I couldn't tell which one was the one that was dragging. I thought the red one was the one that was trying to get away. Oh, I hate. Oh my god.
And in one swing, you manage to chop the chap in half.
And the best part is there's nobody that's seen this. There's no one nearby that can confirm or deny this happening.
Yeah,
At least the pygmy won't turn, maybe.
I suppose. Oh man.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my god.
Is that your turn?
Oh. Oh. If I'd known it was the wrong one, I would have done green flame blade to get the other one. Oh wow. Yeah, she'll run back, I guess, and she'll.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10. Where is everybody else?
Everyone's scattered about the map.
Very spread apart.
Yeah.
You can probably see Asaka and Vargo from there, right?
Okay, she has 10 foot more, so she'll start running down here.
Yeah, you can definitely see 20, 30. You've got dark vision, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. And as you go running down there, yeah, from where have you disappeared to? Oh, you can see Azaka busy battling with one of the bearded guys. You can obviously see the one in the web, and as you can't see Vargo, but as you look down, you notice that Ponty is covered. There are 2 definite, one of these like red swamp things grabbing onto him, another one of these undead things grabbing onto him, and a third one in front. They've just swarmed on top of him, grappling him and pulling him into the swamp.
Oh boy. Just wanna quickly. Oh, never mind. I was gonna try and. Oh, maybe I can. How far is Ponty?
He is...
Can I see?
45 feet from
yeah,
you.
45 feet from you.
She's gonna cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay.
I'll send it. Seeing him struggling, it gives him more AC, which might help. I'm not sure, but it's
Okay.
something.
So that's a concentration spell.
Yes.
Alright. So you are currently concentrating. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Then next up, Vargo. You have dragged this pygmy onto dry land. As you're grabbing and holding him, looking either side in your dark vision, you notice the bubbles have now swollen to about 7.5 feet, almost ready to burst. You hear some commotion around, but the mushrooms are kind of drowning out the sounds of the battle all over the place. From where you look, you can see Vargo has just run away from the web. There is a undead guy in the web, but moving freely as well. You can't see past the hut that you backed up onto, though.
I would probably move on upward a bit away from the bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Go over there.
Mm-hmm. That should get you out of range of the explosions. And as you do, the mushrooms in front of you, you notice, are quivering and howling, just like when you guys first approached the barriers. They appear to be the alarm systems for intruders. And as you turn and look to your left, you notice Ponty, half submerged in the swamp, surrounded by 3 beasts, 2 of which are grappling him and pulling him under. Azaka has just broken free from a grapple from above, and to your right hand side you notice another bearded undead thing that is slowly moving towards you.
Oh boy. I will try and help out Ponty and use Scorching Ray on the bearded one that's closer to me on Ponty's side.
Okay.
And I'll do all 3 rays towards him.
Ooh.
Yep.
Alright, he is undamaged. Do you have to roll to hit?
Yeah, for each ray.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh, that hits.
That's
Oh, wow.
also
that
good.
Hits.
And the 13.
That hits. As you come
Alright.
backing off away from the bubbles, you turn, scrabbling back onto your feet. You turn around, you notice Ponty, half submerged. You stop, you turn, you cast Scorching Ray. As all 3 rays fly forward and slam into the back of this undead creature trying to jump onto him.
That was really good damage.
The first ray hits, and it doesn't appear to be phased. The second ray hits him and takes him square in the back, and you notice he drops below half. He starts bleeding profusely. As the third ray hits, you do just enough damage that it falls and he drops into the swamp, and his advance on Ponty stops.
Well, a good thing you didn't ignite the swamp around us with all the gas.
Just wait for the bubble to burst.
No, thank you.
Just napalm everywhere.
Oh, amazing.
Is Ponty like free to move now?
No, not yet. Ponty is currently grappled by the other 2.
Oh, okay. They're all trying to grapple him.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think so.
Then next up are the other little veggie pygmies around. And these 2 are going to run into the center, followed by the third one. They're all looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by that one over there. This little creature is going to attack, and that one's going to move around to get over to there to attack as well. Oh wait, they've had their turn. Sorry, my bad. They're not the same. Wow. Yeah, okay. That's their go. Okay, next up then. Does somebody want to roll a... Mind you, if he's grappled, he only gets to break out on his own turn, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Valrus and Yelena, you watch as the zombified undead creature with the beard, his arms wrapped around, grabs Ponty around the lower half of the face, covering his mouth and his nose, and then sinks as he takes 10 feet backwards into the swamp and under. From your dark vision, the two of you, all you see are slowly bubbles start going as the breath slowly comes from Ponty's mouth to the surface. Small little bubbles of oxygen pop as both of these parties disappear. Under the swamp, as well as this one. The zombie undead monster is going to he's going to grapple Azaka again. Does somebody want to roll a check for me, please? You need to beat a 6. She gets +3. Okay.
Another 6.
He tries to grapple Azaka and fails miserably as they struggle. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got to save every turn he's in there, doesn't he?
Correct.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so let me first roll.
Dexterity 14.
13. And he gets a 12. Okay, he is not going anywhere.
Yeah, restraint.
He is restrained. Bugger. Is that all of mine? Yeah, okay, Vargo, you're up next.
He's restrained, but he can use his action this turn to break free if he wants.
Oh, good point. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't break free.
Alright. Assuming it's not absolutely pitch black, Vargo will try to move inside the tent and take a torch and light it as his action.
Okay, it's pitch black, but I mean you could probably see 3 or 4 feet in front of you, and you know where the tent is. You know, seeing as you've come from there, so yeah, you can make your way into the tent and light it and move out. That would be your action.
Right?
Yeah.
And use my movement to go there. That's my turn.
All right. In which case, next up, let's get rid of Ponty now. Ponty has no action, unfortunately, as he's grappled and dragged. So then next up is this thing, and he is going to move to there, Yelena, to come for you. And this one is going to turn around and he is going to attack Dusted.
Very well.
With a claw attack, he gets a 2. Darn.
I think that's a miss.
Okay. That is it, which means then his star is up next. And he comes moving down. Okay. Top of round 6 then. And these little creatures, he is going to... He's just going to move into there, isn't he? So he's going to try and attack the... An 11, I believe, hits. He gets +1. So. Okay, the first one attacks and hits, sinking its teeth in. The second one attacks. Oh, and hits. And sinks its teeth in. Okay. That is their turn. So then, on round 20, this bubble bursts. And as it does, it explodes in a 10-foot radius. Just, Vargo, as it does, you notice this plume of green gas. Well, it's in the dim light, so you can see it as it all of a sudden plumes up and starts to spread out and about. You notice it starts to cover the ground, almost melting through the web which is around in front of it. The zombie in front of it, or the creeper dude over here, doesn't appear to take any damage at all from it. This one explodes as well. No one's around over there, so that one explodes. No one around us over here. Okay. And the veggie pygmy chief, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comes running down as well. Alright. Next up then is Dusted Coal, followed by Luna.
Well, we are slowly surrounding this thing, aren't we? So, while these two are biting into him, Dustin's going to try to take a final swipe at it.
Alright. Do your worst, Dusted Coal. 14 hits.
14. I'm having some trouble with the mic, sorry. Yeah, he's gonna try to slice it through with the last swing of this for 9 damage.
Wow, as you do, the blades spring out of your braces and cleave right through. And the infected pygmy just drops.
Dustin takes a quick look around. He cannot see any of the hostile pygmies, and he notices that Vargo has lit a torch. Not Vargo, because he cannot see it's Vargo, but he can acknowledge that someone has lit a torch.
Mm-hmm.
So he is gonna activate feline agility, because I used last turn standing still, so I can move 60 feet towards the torchlight and the hut where he came from.
Okay.
And while he's running there, he is sort of like, what do you call it? Mantraing to himself, "Please be safe, please be safe, please be safe." And as he reaches the hut, he will try to grab. He can only grab one of his weapons, so he's gonna go for the. Did I even see any of the zombies? I didn't, did I?
No, you didn't.
No, so he would go for his rapier.
Okay. Mind you, you do see one stuck in the webbing as you are running up towards.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But at that distance, would he acknowledge that it is a zombie? I mean,
Well, you can see it's a different kind of a creature that you've not seen before.
yeah, he's still gonna grab the rapier. He has it's covered in the web, and I don't know which of the sort of like vines growing out of it is part of the web spell or whatever. So he's just gonna assume that it's some kind of evil jungle creature. So he's just gonna grab the rapier, I think.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. Except for saying, Varko, where is everyone?
Alright. In which case, Lunan, it is your turn.
Lunan, seeing Vargo turning on the flash and potentially seeing the creature in the web behind them, will move towards that direction with action dash. I'm just gonna measure out. So
I mean, with dash, you can practically stand on it.
yeah, I can actually get to it, and I think that's what Luna would do.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get this thing to. There we go.
Okay, so you're going to go running into the web as well.
Yep.
Alright.
And bonus action moving the sword there, and I guess I will have to do a dex save.
Mm-hmm. 15, I believe.
14, right?
14? 15.
14,
14, I think.
What is your spell?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a 21 though. So.
Lunan doesn't care for your paltry magic.
No. Lunan goes running through, no problem, right, wading into the middle of everything. And Lunan, from where you are, you can... I mean, you can see on the edge of the dim light, because you're in light, your dark vision is cancelled as you go running through. So you can see to the edge of the torchlight, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, then Zaka up next. She's going to take 2 attacks on the bearded chap in front of her. If someone wants to roll, she gets a +5. Wood elves go where wood elves want to go. Okay, with her bonus, Vargo, the 9 actually hits. Roll again. Oh, cool. Max damage for that one. So she does 9 points on the first.
Oops, sorry, I was muted. Does it has 2 attacks?
She does have 2 attacks, yes.
Alright. Yeah, that should hit.
So after the first attack, yeah. So and then she does another 8. Wow. Okay, it is not looking healthy. It is definitely bloodied. That is her go. So next up is Yelena, the killer of friend and foe.
Did she see Ponty get dragged under the water? Because I know, I suppose she could cast on him. Ignore me. She's gonna run past this one and hit it on the way.
Okay. So you're gonna use your movement, then hit him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully hit him. Maybe I will. Oh yes.
Wow, that's definitely a hit.
With yeah, just smack it. Oh, very nice.
Okay, and as you go running past, swinging your sword, just holding it, you know, backwards, handle, blade pointing towards your elbow, you just slice it right through, and he crumples to the ground below you as you carry on moving past.
Yeah. She'll just say, "Get out of my way," and I think that's. I think that's 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she will get to there, and she will start looking for like where Ponty might be.
Okay, roll a perception check for me, please. You haven't. Your dark vision is fully functional, so it's but it's dim light, which means it's at disadvantage. Which probably doesn't matter because you rolled a 1.
She'll just keep looking.
Okay.
Pretty oblivious to anything else.
Alright. Looking and scanning, you don't see anything at the moment. Vargo, The Valrus, sorry. It is you next.
Yep. I'm going to go to where I saw him last, which was, I believe, over this body. Roughly over there, and I'm gonna try and look for him as well.
Okay. Go for either investigation or perception. It's a disadvantage.
Does it matter? No, it does not.
As you
Actually.
spend your action looking around for him, flipping in the water.
13.
That's a very good roll. But as you start looking through the water, no. The swamp is kind of thick where you are, and it smells, and there's a corpse floating right next to you that's been bumping against your leg as you've been trying to look. Do you submerge your head under the water to see and open your eyes?
I will try to, yes.
Oh, okay. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Alright.
As you dip your head under the water and open your eyes and look around, the liquid attacks the gelatinous eyeballs of yours, and you can almost feel the poisonous nature kind of trying to cling on to you, but you've managed to shake it loose and bob up again, but Ponty is nowhere to be seen in this dim light.
Alright, that's a shame.
Anything else?
I don't have any other bright ideas. Not in particular, no.
Okay. The next up then are the little veggie pygmies, and they are going to do a little huddle over there and hug each other. And that is their turn. As they start to huddle for warmth and cry for their lost fallen. However, I've still got two other bearded zombie guys, and one of them is going to try and grapple and pull Azaka again into the swamp. Who wants to roll a contested check?
Liar, you have 3.
Ah, bugger. Have I got 3?
I can beat it.
You got one on the eastern bank as well that submerged itself. I know it's over there, but Dustin doesn't.
Okay.
19.
It fails its grapple and doesn't manage to get Azaka. Lunan, the one in front of you, firstly he is going to roll to try and break out of the web.
That's an action.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
And he fails. Using his action, he doesn't go anywhere. Next up then is Vargo.
Alright. Barrel will move. There, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna cast a magic missile on the one in Asaka.
Oh, okay. How
So,
many missiles are gonna fire?
It's first level, so 3
Just the
plus... So 13 damage total.
Whoa! As you start sprouting magic missiles from your fingers, these little bits of light fly towards the creature, and ba-ba-ba! As they body slam into it, and he starts to shake about and drops down, dead.
Alright. In that case, Bargo will use the rest of his movement. And ask Asagai, where are the others? That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. That one is gone. In which case, next up then is Hista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is going to move over to there. Top of the round then. These two creatures are going to come around over to there. Hiset. they're going to... In fact, they can dash, can't they? So they are both going to run to their comrades, and they are going to hug them and try and make sure that they're safe and everything is okay. It brings us to Dusted Coal.
Dustin's gonna use his reaction to pick up the hammer as well.
Okay.
And then he's gonna try and move. He saw. So let's see. He's gonna try and move around here. One spot Luna in the light.
Mm-hmm.
And go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no point in dashing 5 feet, is there?
No.
No, I'm just gonna. Well, I have an action. I might as well use it. I'm just gonna. No, because if I get stuck, it's just gonna be so fucking stupid. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay, and that's your turn?
Yes, please.
Alright, then it is Lunan. You are up next.
I assume there's another dex saving throw then?
Correct. Dexterity 14.
So this time I get stuck.
Okay.
Oh.
But you can still use an action.
Good.
Yeah.
Good thing
First
is,
I will use my bonus action to move up the weapon
Mm-hmm.
in melee range and attack.
Okay. Roll for spiritual weapon.
Oh, it was so close to a critical.
That definitely hits, though. Holy cow.
it has advantage in case you want to use it.
True. Because it doesn't get disadvantage.
Nope.
Didn't help. For a critical, I mean. 6 damage.
6 damage,
I
that's
love
decent.
that you're both stuck in that net, and the machete is just cutting through this fucking zone.
And as my
And your action?
my action, since I have advantage on attacking that creature, but disadvantage because I'm stuck myself, I should roll at standard, and I will cast Inflict Wound at 2nd level.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it enough?
That hits. Yeah, that's enough.
As if Inflict Wounds wasn't disgusting enough.
4d10. Bloody
Oh.
hell.
Wow.
So,
Oh my god.
in the torchlight, stuck with vines spider webs pulling at you, looking in front of this grotesque sort of creature. Your perception, passive being 17, what you notice as you are so close and you touch your hands onto it, number one, whilst you recognize it's an undead, it has got vines creeping through it. Particularly, they seem to be stemming from its head, potentially its brain, as the vines have sprouted around and through its body and coursing its way between flesh, through the muscles in the body and the sinew, almost controlling this being. You notice that the body hasn't decayed that much either. It almost appears as if the body might only be a couple of days dead, but you can definitely tell that the body is a lot older than that. As your hands touch it and you feel it's definitely soggy, you know, almost like a corpse from your medical days. You can just tell when a body's about to fall apart. Your hands lay and a little red light shining bursts from you as the wounds that you inflict cause it to burst apart. Splat! And the blood just flies out with bits of flesh out towards you, splattering the web in front of you. It is definitely dead.
He went splat.
Yes, you go splat.
Ah,
That's my turn.
Okay. Then next up is Azaka. And in fact, I believe that's the last bad person, isn't it? As Azaka casts about and looks around in the torchlight. Where is everybody? Hey!
Bargo will drop concentration on the web.
Probably gonna yell out, "They got Ponty! I'm trying to find him, but I can't see him."
The priest is gone! What? How can that be?
They dragged him in! Quick! And I'm gonna keep looking.
Yelena's gonna go over and join him and try and jump in to get him.
Okay.
Yeah, Bargo as well.
So,
He will call forth his familia.
all of you then spend the next 5 or 10 minutes looking for Ponty. I think 2 of you can roll investigation or perception with advantage for me.
I will try investigation.
Okay.
I'll try a perception.
Are you sure?
I have a plus 2.
Okay.
I'm fine.
That's actually
It's better than the investigation we can do, me and Yelena, so it's fair.
Oh, where's the button for it? There's an advantage button, and I can.
Yeah, you just click on it with right click.
Oh.
Then you choose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, wow.
I know, right? Okay. Yelena, as much as you search, you can't find anything. And Vargo, you set to the task. You're splashing through the water. You're looking around. Do you dip your head underwater to open your eyes and have a look?
Yes, I do.
Okay, in which case I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sure. 16.
A 16. As you put your head underwater, you look around. It is pretty dark, you know. Your dark vision is active, but as you open your eyes, you can feel it stinging as the swamp almost tries to eat through the gel part of your eyes. You shake it off and come up, but Ponty is nowhere to be seen. Looking around, you can see that the last of these swamp blights are gone, as well as the other creatures. But the village itself is in disarray, as many dead villagers and some of the swamp monsters lie on the ground. You watch as the remaining survivors move to kneel over their dead, and they begin to weep. Histar slowly makes his way over to you with the chief Hisset in tow. "Fwa! Sta!" he says, waving his hands and weaving a spell. "This one," the shaman says, "this one is mournful, but thankful for your being here. You have saved our village. Stop. But at great price. Your reed-like companion is gone." From behind him, Hisset starts talking slowly. And Sta begins to relay the information to you. "There is only one place the undead retreat. To be with the haggard one of the swamps. The undead, they follow that one." As he starts to speak in his own language, and he continues, "That one takes lives for making new undead, and is source of evil for this one, and this one's tribe. You go, save companion, but rush you must, for companion not have long. Return, and this one will give you great gift." Histar then nods at Hisset and says, "Hiset knows way, and will take you now." And with that, the small village chieftain Hiset steps forward. He turns to his people and issues a few instructions to the last remaining ones around him. Holding his small rod aloft, he points towards the gates that you entered and walks towards them. Stopping halfway, he turns, waiting for you to follow. "Follow, Hiset. He's swift. Prepare to move light, with haste."
Bargo will take a moment to go to the tent and put his armor on,
Mm-hmm.
pick up his stuff, and let's go.
Oh, yeah. We best. Hurry.
Okay. Do all of you... What are you leaving behind, or what are you taking? Are you going to grab all your equipment and head off?
Yelena will grab all her stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lunan?
Yeah, I will grab my stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here.
Duster will leave behind 3 rations for the what they called pygmies.
Okay.
I will cast mage armor on myself as well.
Okay. Right. I need everyone to roll a dexterity check. With a DC of 10, please. It could
Check or save.
say acrobatics.
Oops. 7.
Okay. Does someone want to roll for Azaka? Please.
Sure. 10 plus something.
10 was the DC, so that's fine. She makes it. Okay. Hiset moves off at a quick pace, setting a blinding speed through the swamps for someone so small. Vargo, you are the only one who manages to misstep and trip here and there as you're running through the dark with no lights. Obviously, your vision is not helping, it's hindering you as well, and you slowly begin to fall behind. Are you running with your torch?
Torch and staff. Yeah, not carry missile at the moment.
Okay. You all
Luna
follow.
will cast light on his shield as we're going.
Cool.
Oh, right. Then
Okay. So you manage to see Lunan's shield up ahead, and you can see where they are. After 2 hours of following Hiset, the sky begins to turn pink as the sun slowly begins to rise on the horizon. Just below where the haze begins, you see Hiset begin to slow, and eventually he stops and points ahead. Roughly 80 feet ahead of you, and partially covered by the fog, you can make out a collapsing tower sticking out of the swamp at an angle, maybe 10 or 15 feet high. It's covered in vines that stretch from the ramparts down to the swamp, where a massive skeleton of a turtle rests beneath it, jutting up out of the swamp. The rest of the swamp around you is still and lifeless. No vegetation exists past the tower that you can see. As you're staring up at the tower, you can hear the sounds of Vargo plodding through the swamp, the blight, as he manages to catch up.
sorry. It's here.
Okay.
Yes, Bashar.
I feel bad for the turtle.
Hiset leads you closer to the foot of the tower and he points to you all and then upwards, making climbing motions with his hand. And then he reaches behind his back and under his cloak and pulls out a pouch. He opens it and he hands it to you. Inside, you can see 2 small vials of a reddish potion that you vaguely recognize as a healing potion. There is also a piece of root inside there, about 1.5 inches long. He points to himself and then to the ground in front of him. With his arms outstretched, he smiles and sits down, cross-legged.
What are we supposed to do, Chief?
He points up to the top of the tower. And he once again starts making climbing motions with his hands.
I think we'll have to go in.
Dustin is already tying a rope around his waist.
Okay. Can everyone see the new map?
Yes.
Yes.
I can also see Ponty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's take Ponty off, shall we? We'll just hide him. Sorry.
That hurt.
Oh, sorry, Ponty.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. I think this would be a perfect time to take a break. Shall we?
Yes.
It's good.
All right.
So, we shall leave it here. Let's say 15 minutes.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. In which case, we'll see you back in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Check our Twitch stream quickly. Yeah, we're back and we're live, aren't we? I think we're just waiting for Rachel and Janice.
Not anymore.
We're here.
Oh, guys,
Nice entry, guys.
it's like skulking in the shadows, aren't you? Okay. Let's do a little bit of there we go. Okay, so welcome.
Stefan, just
Shoot.
so I understand the drawing right, the swamp has grown over the castle, right? It's buried in the swamp from that drawing.
A little bit of both, yes. The castle, as you call it, is submerged. Either the swamp has grown over it, but it looks like the castle is also sunk into the swamp as well. A little bit of both. Does that make sense?
Sorry, I just need that Monty Python quote.
Dustin, I got that reference.
Okay, so that was called baiting, in case anybody else doesn't know. Thank you for that.
Sorry.
Oh dear. Right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Bait Fest. So, in our first half of the session, we finished off our invasion of Detrita, which was the very small veggie pygmy village that you guys managed to spend the night in. And unfortunately, during the battle, Ponty was kidnapped and taken. Immediately at the end of the battle, the shaman Hista and Haset came over to you, their chief, and they urged you, if you wanted to save your friend, to leave immediately, with Haset the chief leading you through the swamp to the home of the Haggard one. Apparently all of the undead reside here. So, gathering up your belongings, you immediately set out, travelling across the swamp at a blistering pace for just over 2 hours before Hestat eventually stopped and pointed to a submerged tower or castle, as Dust had mentioned, sticking out of the swamp, riding on the back of a dead giant sea turtle. And this is where we start. Hestet is sitting cross-legged at the foot of the tower on the turtle. In his hands, he holds 2 small red vials of some potion. He also holds a piece of root. It is cleaned and it doesn't have any soil on it. It looks like it's already prepared. And he's holding them out to you as he smiles and points at the vines leading up to the top of the tower, motioning for you to climb.
Dusted was already tying
Rope around him.
rope
Yeah.
around himself,
Yes.
and is tying his shield to his back as well. He's definitely getting ready to climb.
Okay.
Lunan would like to inspect his teammates and see who seems injured.
Mm-hmm. Did we... Let's double check quickly in the previous one. Did everyone keep track of their HP?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
I was the only injured one, I think, at the end of it.
I think it's me and Dusted, if I metagame.
Oh yeah, you had 29. You were at 29 instead of 36,
Yeah.
and I was at 32 instead of 42. I tried to adjust it before we started again, but I don't know if it caught on.
No, that's obviously because I always bring them forward in beforehand. Although yours is 32 now.
Yeah, I adjusted it to make sure. I usually heal myself one and then damage myself one, or damage one and heal one, and then it's usually adjust.
Cool. Okay, so over to you guys then.
Dusted is not coming forward, admitting his wounds anyway. Luna.
Dusted, before you run up, you should drink one of these.
Dustin looks a little bit. He's definitely affected by this, so he's looking really sort of like what do you say, questioning at Lunan. What is it, Bashar?
I take one, the healing potion, and walks up to him and say, "Here, drink it."
And you just pour it down his throat.
Yeah,
No,
more or less. I don't give him a choice. I just unplug it.
Dustin takes it in his hand
pouring it down.
and stand with it for a moment and then drinks it, sort of like just suffering through the ignominy of this sort of like babysitting, and then immediately steps up and starts climbing the walls.
Okay, as the potion passes your lips and down your throat into your stomach, you feel a refreshed feeling and you are immediately on full hit points.
Oh.
And Lunan goes for the other, since he sees no one else was damaged.
Mm-hmm. And what about the piece of root?
He pointed at the ground with that, so probably we should bury it at the foot of the tower, I guess. That is Lunan's proposition, by the way. He has no idea.
That's Lunan's proposition.
Does Bargo, by any chance, knows that route?
You've seen it before. Roll an intelligence check to see if you remember exactly which one it is.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You recognize it as wild root.
Sure, whatever that is.
Wild root you came across in the jungle. It is the root that you cut open and rub onto an open wound to cure a creature of poison. The root looks like it has got 3 applications.
Ooh. Alright.
Oh, that was what you sold to that shopkeeper lady, wasn't it?
I think Lunan found a piece and he got rid of it.
I used it. Yeah, or I'm not sure.
I will add 1 to my equipment.
So you've got enough wild root for 3 uses. Okay. Is anyone else going to, or do you want to add all 3 doses to your equipment? Because it's 1 piece of root.
Who was it that said they took it? Was it Vargo?
Varga.
I will take 1 dose.
Okay, so you break off enough for 1 dose.
If no one else takes it, Luna will take it. It was called Wild Root.
Wild root.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's in you can add it to the inventory. It's in D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Okay. So you add that to your pack. What next? Dun, dun.
Dusted is scaling the walls while everyone is having a botanist lecture downstairs.
Alright.
Bargo will cast guidance on you before you depart, Dusted.
Dusted, can you roll an athletics or acrobatics for me as you begin to climb the walls? Are you using the ivy, the vines, to help you?
Oh, is there? Oh, yeah, there is ivy and vines on them. I mean, it's better that I check them rather than try to use my natural climbing, because if they break off, it's easier that I fall than everybody else does, probably. So I'll check the vines as I go.
There's quite a lot. The roots have like grown over the side. You could almost use them as simple handholds.
You have a D4 if you want.
You'll need a D4. As you do, you kind of feel the swamp has made the vines a little bit slippery under your hands, and your claws aren't quite got inside there. But as you try and grab, your hands still slip off, and you don't manage to climb up.
Oh, wow.
See, you need to take a deep breath and let the potion work. The healing potion work.
Dusted snarls slightly at Lunan and begrudgingly says, "As you say, Bashar."
Would you like to take another go, or should we?
Ashaka, do you think...
Yeah. What
Yeah, go
is
ahead.
it? Make the climb, cat boy.
We don't have all day, you know.
Oh, haughty ass.
Oh my god.
Gonna jump up again and just like with pure determination try to wing himself up.
Alright, and as you do, you leap up 4 or 5 feet, almost halfway, and your claws sink into the vines, and you scrabble all the way to the top of the tower. And with that, Azaka follows you up as well. Would someone like to roll for her, please?
Sure.
You can add 2 onto her climb.
So 18.
Oh yeah, and using the handholds that Dusted did, she flies up as well behind him. No problem.
Can I tie the rope as an assistant, or is that more a hindrance?
Tie the rope to yourself?
Yeah. No, if there's anything up the tower that I can tie it to, so people
mean,
have an easier climb up.
Yeah, there's crenulations, you know, that you can tie it around and drop the rope down. But using the rope or using the vines is the same roll.
Okay, then it's pointless, yeah.
Yeah. Is everyone climbing up? or let's say anyone who's going to climb, please roll a acrobatics or strength check.
Alright.
I will go around blessing people.
Bargo will gladly take that.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Vargo makes it twice.
no.
Valrus makes it.
Whew.
Yeah, with an 11 he makes it, no problem. Luckily for the bless.
You said acrobatics.
Or athletics, yeah. Oh, Yelena. Even with your bless, you won't make it. Yelena just can't seem to find purchase as she climbs up. As Lunan
Can I give her
scampers
my
past her.
inspiration point?
Oh, okay. If you want.
What's the matter?
Sure.
What's the matter, Bashar?
Why?
We don't have
Why?
all day, you know.
I'm getting there. I don't have claws unlike you. I
Would you like
reroll
my-
with inspiration, or I can't remember how it
You
works.
can either do a d10 or you can re-roll.
I'll do a d10. May as well. I think that's the d10.
Nice. Okay, and
Alright.
with that
Thank you.
inspiration, you managed to make it up to the top of the tower as well, using the
Aye.
vines and the ivy. As you reach the top of the stone tower, you immediately see a wooden trapdoor, still roughly intact and closed. Whatever lock there was has been broken off, as the buckle holding it has snapped and bent.
Just realised I could have used that to look for Ponty.
Oh, phooey.
I appreciate it.
Well, there's only one way to go, so let's try to heave this hatch
Okay.
door open.
Yeah.
Standing on the top of the stone tower, you move over to the trapdoor. As you lift the lid, you peer inside. Stairs descend the interior of the stone tower into darkness 15 feet below you. The muck from the surrounding swamp appears to be held back by the stone walls, as the interior of the tower appears to be dry and clean.
Lunan, if you may.
Lunan, your shield has still got light on it?
If I cast it again, no matter what, yeah.
Okay. And do you shine it down into the darkness?
Yeah.
Alright. As you shine your shield down in through the trapdoor, you can see that the stairs descend 30 feet to a ground floor. From the corner of your eye and from their angle, you can see that there's a thick wooden door in the northwest corner. It looks like it's closed. The floor at the bottom is covered with well-constructed wood, still intact, but it looks from here, you can see bits of chips of the wood, slightly broken, but intact.
Should we go down then?
Yes. I mean, it's the only way we can go from here.
Alright.
Okay.
Dusted goes first, unless anyone else wants to take the
By all means, go ahead.
lead.
Alright. Dusted down
Yeah, that
first.
sounds good.
One free hand and Rapier another as he moves down.
Okay. So Dusted moves down first in front of the door. Who's going down the staircase second?
I go after him.
Okay.
I will remind Dusted, please just remember, don't touch the door until I have a chance to inspect it, please.
It's a door. What could possibly happen, Bashar?
I'm gonna move
A
you
lot
down,
of-
Vargo.
A lot of things.
Who's going third down the stairs?
I will go third.
Alright.
Luna will wait upstairs until the door is open.
Okay. As you go
Smart.
down the stairs, someone can stand on the staircase going down. Yelena?
Yeah, she will.
Alright, so you move down into the room as well. Azaka will stand at the top of the staircase, waiting with Lunan. And Hesta is sitting there. Okay. Dusted. In front of you is a sturdy, thick wooden door. It is closed.
Basha, why would undead trap their own doors if they have to walk through them? And then he's gonna push it open.
Okay.
And if it doesn't yield, he will lean his shoulder into it.
Okay, so you place a hand on the door and you push. It's closed, it doesn't give. You put your shoulder to it and you push. It's still closed. Which shoulder are you using?
Right shoulder.
Okay.
So he's still facing the others, yeah.
So you've got your back to the others. No,
No,
you're
it's
facing the others. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So you take your right shoulder and you lean against, and as you do, your back rubs up against something kind of uncomfortable, and you look behind you and you can see, there's actually a door handle.
Oh, we're playing this game, are we? Dusty's gonna try the handle, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. A little bit sheepishly, yeah.
The door is not locked, and it swings open.
Well, that works.
It doesn't swing open cleanly, granted, because there is moss and algae growing and mold on the floor as the door kind of has a little bit of resistance, but it's heavy enough that it just sweeps it all out of the way. In front of you, a hallway extends for 20 feet and then opens into a large room well past the light source shining from above Lunan's shield, who hasn't entered the room yet. But you can see you can see 20 feet, and then you sort of know the room opens up into something.
Yeah, go ahead. Free him. And Lunan, by the way, it seems safe. You can come down.
Excuse me then, I say as I squeeze past Yelena.
Okay, so you make your way down past Yelena to whereabout? Dustin, are you moving into the room?
Dusted is AFK at the moment.
But Lunan goes up behind him so the light can shine into the tunnel.
Oh, Dustin said he's going to let the kitty out. I thought he was being sarcastic. I thought he was role-playing.
Sorry about
Whoops.
I had to let the inner kitty out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You were like, oh no. Okay, sorry, Dustin, are you moving into the room?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, how about you move your token and how far you're going to move in?
What?
Just 15 feet.
20 feet.
Okay.
Because that is where the dim light sort of like reaches to, yeah.
Yeah, well, as you're moving in, Lunan makes his way down the stairs, argy-bargy past Yelena and Valrus and Vargo. Vargo, are you moving?
I'm going wherever Lunan goes. I have to stick with him for now.
Seeing as you can't see in the dark. What about Valrus and Yelena?
I actually... Does Vargo have his shield out?
Oh yeah,
So I put my hand on his shield and cast light on it instead.
Oh, okay.
that worked. That works. Thank you.
Okay, so Vargo's got light. Lunan, you need to take the
That's
light
not.
off yours then.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh. What about Valrus and Yelena?
You're just waiting for the door to open.
Yep, the door's
If it-
opened.
Oh, is it? I can't see the thing on the. Oh, I don't think my map's updated.
Refresh your screen. It should update when you refresh. So, there we go.
Ah, now it has. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dustin
Yes.
opens the door, walks down the corridor for 20 feet, and Vargo follows him after Lunan casts light on his shield. Valrus, you're behind. Are you moving up?
Yeah, I'll move up. I will. I'll stay by the doorway for a moment.
And Yelena?
She will move here, but and then wait
Okay.
a bit.
And Lunan?
I will move forward.
Where to?
When there is a space, I will follow. I was planning to follow Vargo.
Okay, well, he's just moved forward. I mean, you can pop into the middle of the marching order.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see an indent there. Is that visible to Dustin where he's standing?
So,
Do
as
do
you,
Lunan hear anything where we're at?
as you move into the corridor, you notice that the room opens into a larger area. I am going to now reveal. Okay.
Oh, I thought the indentation was the other way. Never mind.
So, as you get to the edge of the corridor, Dusted, you notice on your right-hand side a rusted suit of armor standing on the eastern wall, next to a closed stone door as you enter this larger room. Several bloated corpses sit against both north and south walls, their flesh reflecting the dampness of the room, their skin shining in the limited light that you have. Across the room, you get the sense that the room extends far ahead into darkness, but the torchlight doesn't reveal much else.
Well, Dusted, there's no reason for me to stay in this hallway forever, so Dusted sort of shuffles in and has a quick look around.
Up to there?
Yeah,
Okay.
and perception, if necessary, to look around.
Okay, why don't you roll a perception check for me? As Vargo moves ever closer, and with the light, the room expands. 17. So, looking around, you can notice that the floors on the outer parts of the castle walls, it looks like some of the swamp has slowly over time managed to seep its way through. Moss and mold cover the ground in the edges. The corpses that have slumped against the walls definitely look dead. They don't look as decayed as they should, but they're lying on the ground. From where you're standing, you can't tell the cause of death at all. There appears...
Knowing myself, I have really bad expertise in checking corpses in undead infested areas, so I'm not drawn to do so.
Okay. As you roll that, you do manage to peer into the darkness beyond. and you actually make out the rest of the room. The far end of the room, there are shadows playing in the dim light on the wall, as if the wall has got some sort of texture to it, but you cannot really tell what it is because it's bathed in darkness from where you are.
So the stone door is to the east, and the north is a big door, wooden door.
The stone door is to the east, yes, that's the stone door there. And then the large wooden door is just ahead of you.
Any ideas, gentlemen?
I would like to inspect this armor.
Okay, roll investigation check for me.
Sure. 23.
The armor looks like it has aged reasonably well. It is a good suit of armor. It doesn't look like anything else, actually. Rusted, obviously, but full plate, standing ready for whomever it was to don the armor quickly. With that roll, you'd probably expect that this is like the captain of the guard or something would have their armor out here if they weren't wearing it.
I think we might be in the barracks of this castle.
I wonder who used to occupy it.
Yelena.
Yelena is hanging back with Azaka. They're discussing makeup.
Lunan is trying to get her contact without screaming. Yelena,
What?
that thing you do to feel undead.
Oh, okay. I see. And she'll just focus for a moment to detect. Oh god, what's it called? Divine sense. That's it.
Divine sense. What's the range on that?
60 foot. That is not behind total cover.
60 foot.
There you go.
Okay, so the 5 corpses on the ground register on your divine sense.
Well, the dead bodies are undead.
Dustin is
Oh,
gonna grab Valorous immediately and drag him sort of like 5 feet away from the corpse.
Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna let it happen. Do we have anything to? Do we have anything to eliminate them before they get?
Yeah, and I firebolt the closest one.
I suppose that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll initiative then, I guess.
Jeez.
do we get surprised or something?
As Vargo.
I'm surprised.
Okay, I've got Vargo at 25. Holy shit!
Not that surprised.
And let's add Azaka. She gets a 5. Okay, so Vargo, it makes sense at 25 that you're the first person. So you firebolt the nearest corpse. Go ahead and roll. They are prone and not moving, so I'm going to say you get advantage.
It will be pretty sad to fail this one. Yeah. Well, there you go. A 10.
Surprisingly, you actually hit.
Oh, wow.
As you stand there pointing your fingers, a firebolt leaps across and fires point blank into the undead lying in front of you for 4 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay. And it grunts and groans and begins to stand up. But Velrus, your turn.
Since it's like right next to me, I'll use shocking grasp on it.
Oh, okay. A 13.
Oof.
That hits.
Alright. 2 damage.
2 points of damage. Okay. The corpse in front of you takes 2 points. Then next up is Dusted Coal.
At the hearing of this being undead, he's gonna empty the hammer and bring it down towards the one that Valvis was attacking.
Okay.
Overhead swing, both hands. He's not wearing his shield at the moment.
So the one that Valrus is attacking, are you going to move into there in the corner or over there?
Oh, I thought Valvis was attacking.
Oh, sorry,
this one
Valrus.
down here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
not
my bad.
Vargo. So this one, yeah.
Yep, my bad. Sorry, not Fargo. Okay, so two-handed with a hammer swing. Go ahead and roll to hit for me, sir. 17 definitely hits.
And as it comes crushing down, it's 8 for the normal damage and for the 1d8 radiant because it's an undead, I hope.
Yeah. Ooh, that 15.
15 of damage and
Nice. Okay.
15 damage on this bloody thing, and I'm actually in a pretty decent position to protect people if these zombies start attacking, so I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Then it is Lunan. You're up next.
This guy, I will send some flames his way, but sacred ones. It's a deck save from his point of view.
So the one that Valrus and Dusted attacked.
The one that's to the south of us.
Yeah. So for a dex, he gets -1 on his roll. He gets a 2. Okay, he definitely fails.
8, 1d8, so 7 radiant damage.
7 radiant damage. Wow. Okay. His marker's just gone from yellow to orange. He's definitely damaged. Next up then is Azaka. 5. She will move in and she will draw her scimitar and she will have a swing. Does someone want to roll for Azaka? +5.
Sure. Not enough.
Not enough, no. So, Yelena.
She will go to this one and oh, why are they so spaced out? She'll just she'll just hit like normal attack.
Short
Or try to anyway. Oh my god. Never mind. Oh, I keep rolling natural ones. This isn't going very well.
He's on the ground slowly getting up, so you get advantage on it.
Oh, okay. 3 this time, but
That hits.
thank you.
That actually hits. With 11 points. Okay, and with that, you manage to drive your sword through one of his limbs and it just collapses as he's trying to slowly get up.
Oh yeah. And then she'll just shift herself to go here. Ready to get this one.
Okay, so they rolled a 1. Let me just double check for their. Yeah,
Isn't that a 0?
It's a 0.
it's a.
They have -1.
Yeah, but they go last. Because they don't get to act this round, they're all standing up. So it's top of the round then, it's Vargo.
Which is the one I heard for with fire?
The one just in front of you, just north of your character.
Alright. Yeah, I will hit it with my shield and with the bong, I suppose, cast Toll to Death on him.
Oh, okay.
So DC 14 Wisdom save for 1d12 if it fails.
Let me just quickly check his stat block. Wisdom, you say?
Correct.
Okay. DC 14. He does not make it.
Alright, 10 necrotic damage then.
Ooh, 10 points. Ay caramba. Okay. He's still standing, and he's not yet bloodied. Is that your turn?
Yes, and I will move there. That's my turn.
Okay. Valrus, it is you up next.
What kind of armor do they have?
The corpses do not have any armor on at all.
None. Okay, that's fine then. I'll firebolt the one next to Yelena.
At her back, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. That definitely hits.
For 8 damage.
Wow, good shot, sir. Okay, done.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, next up then is Dusted Coal.
Dust is gonna try to squeeze past both Vargo and Valrus and end on the northern side of Valrus. And taking a quick look to the one to the west before smacking the one to his east with once again grabbing both hammers and from an undercut swing against the what is it called, the dwarf.
So you're going to move next to there and you're going to attack.
The one to the east, sorry.
Just okay. Cool.
And 13.
A 13 hits.
So
Five.
that's 5 magic bludgeoning damage and
Mhm. So 11 altogether.
6 6 radiant.
Okay, good shot.
Yeah,
and
that's all for me. Oh no, wait, I'm marking it because I hit it. So if it attacks anyone but me, it has disadvantage on the
then.
attack.
Oh, okay. So let me add a. Okay. Next up then is Lunan.
And Lunan liked the fire and sends a fire bolt straight up.
Or to the north.
Yep.
Straight ahead of you, north, yeah? Okay, that's the one the Vargo is going for. Cool.
It's less people in the way that I could manage to hit
No problem.
by accident.
Alright, as you fire your firebolt off and it hits on a 15, roll your damage.
Oh, nice. 9 damage.
Nice. Okay. He's definitely looking worse for wear. Excellent. Anything else?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, then next up is Zaka. Seeing as the one in front of her is dead, she is going to move across to the one in front, and she will attack twice. This one want to roll 2d20 for her.
Sure. That's 10 and an 18.
Both of them hit. So 2d6.
So 8 plus, I think it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
It is
14 total.
14 in total. That's pretty good. Okay, it's still standing though, but that is her turn. So Yelena, your turn.
Yeah, she'll just go for the one in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it goes. Oh, thank God, it went way better this time.
24. That definitely hits.
Yelena is back, guys.
Mhm.
Hey,
12
There we
points.
go.
Nice.
My God.
Okay. Anything
that's
else?
it. No, if it's still alive, she'll wait.
It is still alive, and in
Yeah.
which case it is their turn. So, right, let's start with the one in front of Yelena. Oh wow, that was on a 20 and that rolled over.
Thank God.
Okay, so that misses you with a 5. The other one in front of Azaka is going to attack Azaka, and it lifts its arms up as it comes slamming down on her. Oh man, and gets a 7. That's a miss. 1, 2, 3. That one's going to move to there. It is going to go for you, Lunan.
Mhm.
Did one disappear? Or is this... Ah, okay.
I just moved down.
Oh man, it gets a 6. And I mean, this one's going to go for Vargo. So let's do 2d20 and take the lowest one plus 3. So that's the 12, 15 AC.
Nope.
Okay,
I block you with my shield.
it misses. So that's my turn. Top of the next round then is Vargo.
The one in front of me, same thing. I hit it with my shield, and the bong cast Toll the Dead. Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. Oh, he fails. He fails horribly.
Then it takes 4 necrotic.
4 necrotic damage. Okay, he's still standing though.
Alright, that's my turn.
Valrus
Another firebolt to the same one.
to the
The one
in front
that
of Yelena.
in front of Yelena now, yeah.
Fire away.
Taking it down.
17 hits. Wow, plus 7 to hit.
And 5 fire damage.
5 points of damage. Okay, it's still standing.
Oh, come on.
Dusted coal.
Yeah, let me just quickly check. It attacked the one with disadvantage attacked
Bargo.
Oh, it has to deal damage before I can do something special. Damn it. Okay. Dusted is a little infuriating with the current situation of the placement of these doors. So he's gonna try. Can I dance around it by moving south into Vargo space and then northeast between the two doors?
Yeah, you
To this space.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 10 feet of movement.
So he does that, and Then he's gone.
I didn't catch any of that.
Dusted?
I think we've lost him. He's gone to let himself out.
Yeah, I'm having some trouble with Discord, and so but he tried to grapple the one to his west.
So you're gonna try and grapple the one.
Yeah.
The one that's
North of Vargo, so the one that's close to so the one that can attack me, Valrus, and Vargo, basically.
Okay, you're gonna grapple him, yes? So
Yeah.
I guess that's a contested check then.
Yeah, and I rolled 10 for mine, which is not great.
Oh, plus the 3, I get a 9.
Well, then I'm gonna move him with me by moving one step to the east. So he's gonna move with me.
Drag him backwards 1 step, yeah.
And that was 20 feet, and then I'm gonna move here, and then move him to the north eastern corner. There we go.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright.
He doesn't have disadvantage attacking anyone but me again, but yeah. Because it's until the end of turn, and the grapple attack sadly doesn't count.
Next up then is Lunan. Lunan.
Lunan?
Go on.
Axel?
I'm gonna go for Sacred Flame on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
It's a dex save.
A dex save. What's DC?
15.
Oh, well, he gets an 8. He fails miserably.
And takes 9 again.
9 points of damage. Wow, he is.
Or not 9, that must be a 6.
Is it a 6?
On a d8.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. He is still standing. Like, barely.
Oh, wow.
Barely
kudos
standing.
Kudos to you for rolling a 9 on a d8, though. I did the same mistake with the hammer just a moment ago, so I understand it completely.
Right, does someone want to roll twice for a Zaka to hit? 2d20.
I mean, Vargo is doing so well with it.
Sure, go ahead. I mean, what's the plus?
Plus 5.
So 11 and 9.
Both of them. Oh, the 11 hits. Actually, no, both of them hit.
Wow. In that case, that will be 14 again.
Okay. Right, it is still standing. But not for long, because next up is Yelena.
Oh, yeah, she'll just hit the one in front of her again.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was so close to being a
Whoa,
1.
Dirty 20. That definitely hits.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Nine points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah. If
Um,
it's dead, she'll stay there. If it's dead, she'll move. Oh, she'll stay there.
Okay. And as you do, you swing and you hit the killing blow, or at least what you think it is. It begins to crumple to the ground, but instead of dying, it stands up, still on 1 hit point.
Oh.
She'll like turn back from running and look at it really weirdly. Oh my god.
Mm.
I suppose I'm staying with you then.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's it. Yeah.
Alright. It is going to attack you. And it puts its fists together and slams down on top of you. And it gets 12 plus 3, 15.
That misses.
Oh, and as it does, the fists just manage to miss you. The one above Azaka is going to attack her. As its fists come slamming. Yeah, that definitely misses. And then Lunan in front of you, it's going to try and attack you again as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 12?
No.
And then Dusted, it's going to use its turn to try and break its action to try and break out of your grapple. So it's going to roll an athletics check for a third. Hold on.
It's free.
12.
I have an 8, so it's free.
Okay, it breaks free. And that is its turn. Let's double check. Yeah, that is its turn. Okay. Fargo. Top of round 4. Over to you, sir.
Same thing. Wisdom saving throw 14 for Toll the Dead.
Which one?
The one in front of me.
The one in front of you. Okay.
Yep.
Fails.
And that's 6 damage. Necrotic.
Necrotic. Okay, and as the bells ring out, and it looks like it is about to drop over dead, it actually then stands up again on 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
As it makes its saving throw. Valrus.
Then
Oh, is that... You still got more?
it's that's all.
Alright. Valrus, it is your turn.
I'll attempt to finish it off instead and make a full circle around them and use Shocking Grasp.
Definitely hits.
There's no real point in rolling damages, but there we go. 1 damage,
There
just enough. Just enough to maybe take it down.
No, but you have to remember your damage sets the DC for
Ah,
something
does it?
awakening, so
Okay.
it's definitely important to roll.
So 1 plus it's 5. It needs a. Oh mate, I rolled a 2 on his side. In which case, this one manages, as you shock it. Why isn't it working?
It does electric boogaloo and falls down.
It does. It does an electric boogaloo. Zzz, ah. It gets down, and as you're expecting it to stand up, you're bitterly disappointed. It stays down. Dusted Cole, over to you.
As Dusted's arm is sort of like that he's been, I don't know, holding the dwarf's beard or something, the zombie's beard, and it breaks free. He's gonna grab both his hands and the hammer, and try to make whack a zombie motions on its head.
Okay, so attacking it with full force.
No guarantees, but here we go. 13.
13, that definitely hits.
So that is 10 magical damage.
Uh-huh.
Or magic bludgeoning, or whatever you call it, and 4 radiant.
Ooh, okay. Right. It is definitely looks like it's on its last legs, that's for sure. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like people need my help anywhere else. I'll just stay.
Alright, in which case, it is Lunan.
Lunan continues on the winning concept with the Scorching Ray, or what is it called?
Sacred Flame.
I meant.
Flame.
On the guy. Sacred Flame on the guy up in the corner.
Okay, between Dusted and Valrus.
Yes.
Alright.
Deck save 15.
Oh, look at that, and when it counts, he rolls an 18.
And
And
on top of that, Lunan moves 1, 2, 3, like so.
So Lunan backs up, okay? To Azaka's end. Then next up is Azaka. Does someone want to roll her first attack, please? Sacred flame, sacred flame.
Sure. Oops. The first one is a fail.
Uh-huh, this is true. How do you get 1 plus... Oh, the second one was a 19. Of course.
Yes.
But the second one hits.
That will be 8 points.
Okay. 8 points. It drops. And... Oh, it stays down.
Yes.
Okay. And that is Azaka's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Next up then, Yelena.
He's gonna hack at him again.
Alright.
This time she's gonna try and chop its head off when it goes down.
Alright. As you stab forward with your sword, make your roll. That definitely hits.
Oh, that damage.
8 points of damage, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Off with their heads.
Oh, and he rolls an 11. He drops and then slowly starts to get back up again. And I mean, you've used your action. Do you get a bonus action to hack his head off? Not really, do you?
I just imagine Yelena's eyes just light up with flames now, and next turn is green flame blade just to make sure it stays down, just to burn the corn.
Oh yeah.
Yelena, as he lashes out at you in retaliation, he gets a 15.
That misses.
That misses. Dusted, the one by you, is going to turn to you, and he is going to lash out at you as well.
Perfect.
Double-fisted strike. And he does 7.
Yeah, that misses.
Ah, okay. That is their turn. On top of round 5 then. Vargo.
Oh boy. Yeah, I will firebolt the one on the corner.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll to hit, please.
That should hit for 3 damage. Fire.
22 does hit, but with 3 points of damage, it is still standing.
That's it?
As the flames lick up its arm and it starts to like burn some of the vines and leaves and ivy that's coursing through its body. Vargo's turn finishes and it's Valrus.
I will continue with my shocking grasp since I'm next to him anyways. 16
Oh, that hits. Roll your damage.
for 5 damage.
And as he drops, he manages to make his saving throw and stands back up. damage.
Shame.
Next up then is Dusted Cole.
Infuriated by the sight of this, Dustin is gonna try and do a backhand swing against the dwarf with his hammer again.
13 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And this is not with both hands. So
Eight altogether?
4 magical damage and 4 radiant damage.
Oh, and this time as you slam your hammer into his body against the wall, you hear a resounding crack as the body just slithers down the wall and doesn't stand up again.
Dustin is gonna snort at it and then quickly move over here.
Okay. Which brings us to Lunan.
Lunan will. There's only one guy left, right? Sacred Flame!
Alright, Sacred Flame. That means I need to make a dex save, doesn't it?
Yep.
15.
Oh,
That's a 16 hour bar. Oh, Jesus!
rolls of 1. And as the flame...
Which is a 0.
As the flame engulf him.
As the flames engulf him, his entire body goes whoomp, like a Roman candle, and he just lets up this big flame up to the ceiling and drops to the ground as the body begins to burn and he doesn't stand up again. And that brings us to the end of the combat. Looking around, you can see the 5 corpses on the ground. 3 of them burnt to a crisp. The light from Vargo's shield lights up the room, and at the far end, you can notice that there are carvings carved into the back wall of this long room.
What do they say?
The carvings actually don't say anything. They depict a scene. It looks like regal Chultan warriors overpowering a group of tribal warriors. But as you look closer, beneath the reliefs, you can make out bits of writing, but they appear to be covered by mold.
I'm trying to think, would this look anything similar to what I've seen in a dream when that snake attacked, or that person attacked us, the assassin?
In this case, no.
No. Okay.
Is the writing in a language we can understand?
At the moment, the writing is covered in mold. You would have to clean it off to make it out.
I do so.
Okay. Are you wearing gloves?
Nope.
Are you going to put your shield away, or are you just going to do it with one hand?
I honestly was gonna picture doing it with my staff.
Okay, so you're going to use your staff to rub across the stone wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It takes you quite some time. I'd say it takes you a fair 10 minutes. I mean, the writing is the length of the wall, and as you finish working across it and cleaning out the majority of the mold that's covering this inscription, you take 5-foot step back, and you can see below it says, "The Great Purge of the Ishoe Tribe." And as you realize that, you hear a sharp intake of breath from behind you.
Bashar.
The armor.
Do you turn around?
I see Barris. Hey, Barris.
Oh.
Not that behind you. You turn around and you can see Azaka. Her eyes are wide as she looks, and you almost swear that you can see tears brimming in the bottom of her eyes as she stares at this in realization.
Do you know them?
Oh, you know, this tribe, the Ashowet people, was they were so unfortunate. These are the people that Raznazi committed genocide against. This must depict the final moments of the tribe before he wiped them out. This must be the place, his fortress. No one in their right mind would be so boastful of this crime.
Well, it looks like they got their punishment.
She looks at you with
But
a look
who?
of shock on her face. They were only commoners.
Oh no, the ones that committed genocide. Assuming that's whose castle this is.
Oh, I thought you were saying that the common Ashowet tribe were the ones that were being punished. You.
That reminds me, Asaka Pasha. Tell me, what is a Bare?
The Bare were the holy warriors, Upta's holy warriors, you know, when he left this world disgusted by the people's behavior, he left behind 8 of his chosen.
How does a holy warrior murder civilians?
Some of them, they have different oaths. In the case of Raznarzi, he went against his oath and he cut down every single one of these tribes people for daring to have a say and a voice, an opinion in Mesro. It was an act of vengeance, and for that he lost his status as a paladin of Uptau. And Raznazi then turned to evil, necromancy, and of course, as we now know, he became one of these snake people.
Interesting. I had all this time just assumed that Bare was some kind of title. It seems.
Yes, the Bare are the title. They are the paladins of Uptau. Or they once were. Each Bare had their own fort. They were situated around Chult to help the people, to help the jungle tribes. You know? Raznazi was one of the famous Bare. One of the strongest.
So there's one chance that we got to find him in this place.
You know, I looking around, I do not think that he would place himself in this decrepit place. I mean, look at it. And she points at the mold on the ground and the corpses. It doesn't look like a very welcoming place, particularly for a paladin.
Yeah, and we had the idea that he was to the southeast of our location, but I'm pretty sure we tracked west of the Pygmy village.
Oh, right.
So my idea, at least, if my navigation skills is anything to go by, this is not his palace or whatever you want to call it. It does that sort of looks around. The more I'm here, the more I feel like a child that doesn't understand where it's coming from.
Oh boy.
And then does that, I don't know, do we have to do anything more in here, or should we push on?
I say we keep looking.
Ponty. The more time we spend, we need to find Ponty as quick as possible, I guess.
Bargo will inspect his door, making sure it's not trapped or anything.
Okay.
The stone door, yeah.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you roll a investigation check for me?
Sure. That was almost a 19,
Almost.
but 9.
You do not find any traps on the door in front of you.
Alright. Is it closed?
The door is closed, yes.
Oh boy. I will try to open it.
So, grasping the handle of the door, you turn it. It is not locked. And seeing as you have got the light source, the room opens up into a room that is 25 by 20 feet big. I will... Okay. Looking into this room, you can see old armaments are neatly stored along the walls of this room on decaying wooden racks. Among them are many short, broad-bladed, spear-like weapons. Several decorated shields hang on the walls around this room, but appear to be in various states of disrepair, either cracked, broken, or just fading with time. At the far end of the room, a stone and glass display case along the eastern wall holds a similar style weapon to the ones that are on the wall, but it appears to have been crafted with decorations and a lot more precision. The room itself appears undisturbed for years. You can see dust covering the furniture that sits empty. A desk and a chair, a small cabinet on the south wall, and 2 stools, as well as a smaller desk on the west wall. All unmoved, yet the wood itself is warped from the dampness in the room and from age. In the southeast corner of the room is a growing mass of swamp mold that seeps through the cracks of the stonework. 2 empty, collapsed chests lie within the liquid.
Yelena?
Yes.
Does your capability to sense undead last for an amount of time, or is it? Can you see undead? Is what I'm asking.
Not permanently, no. It is temporary. But I can do it a couple more times today.
Alright. Might as well keep it.
It will not last forever though, so we must be very careful.
I will enter the room, DM. Inspecting the 2, what's the word I'm looking for? These ones.
Chests?
The broken
Yeah.
chests on the ground, yeah?
Do they appear like they are closed, are open? Do they have something inside?
So the chest roll investigation or perception for me.
Sure. That's 25.
Okay. The 2 chests appear to have collapsed from age. The swamp water seems to have gotten to them and eaten through the wood. What you can see among the debris which is lying around are a couple of shiny copper pieces and silver pieces on the ground within the liquid.
Alright, I will try to open them.
There's nothing to open. I mean, the chests are broken and scattered, so what you can do is just sift through the wooden rubble on the ground and pick up all the coins.
No, in that case, I will turn my attention to the weapon. Which kind of weapon it is?
It was display cased in one of those. I don't know. Where is it?
Bank?
Yeah, that's it. So, the weapon inside consists of a 3-foot-long wooden shaft with a steel blade about 18 inches long. It has got. It almost looks like an axe, in a way. It is a weapon that you've seen hanging off the belt of a number of Chultan warriors, which are depicted on the carving, and it looks like a traditional Chultan weapon.
I will pull out a cloth, a piece of cloth, and try to envelope it and take it with me.
It is sitting inside a glass case.
Okay. Can it be opened?
The case itself does not look like it has any way to open it. You can't. What are you looking for?
Some mechanism to open it? Or to open the glass?
Okay, why don't you roll an investigation check or perception for me?
13.
There doesn't appear to be like a door or something that'll swing open. The case itself, it looks like you just have to lift it and pick it up and move it.
Okay. Guys, could someone please help me with this?
I'll go and help.
Mm-hmm.
We might have some use for this.
Just Valrys, the weakest one in the group.
Yep. Jan is just looking for the door, watching them with a smile.
Okay.
Dustin is listening to the door in front of him, so he's not helping either.
Okay, Lunan. Bearing in mind, the room is now dusted. You're bathed in, I'm gonna say, kind of darkness. You're in dim light, but the torch won't get through the doorway.
Oh yeah, he's just listening to the door, so he wouldn't need his eyes for that.
And Lunan and Azaka, you guys are there by the door as well, yeah?
Yeah, I could go up, and when I see him listening, I will look. Do you hear something? And listen myself.
Alright, so both of you roll perception checks. Yelena, you're standing at the door looking in. Valrys and Vargo, you're gonna go and you're going to do what?
Try to open this thing. Lifting up the crystal.
Okay.
I
So
follow his lead.
So what, both of you are going to stand either side of the case and then just lift up the glass cover?
Sure.
Cool.
Yep.
You place your hands on, and as you lift it, all of a sudden, I need you both to roll a dex saving throw for me.
Of course.
As the glass cover lifts up, a greenish sort of explosion takes place between the stone that the glass is resting on and the glass itself.
Alright.
Right.
Uh,
DC 15, please.
Already rolled.
11, but I will use Arcane Deflection to get a +4 and get a 15.
Okay. Varus, you rolled a 20, yes?
Yes.
In which case, both of you managed to save, and you both only take 13 points of acid damage.
That's still not fun.
That's Ace Acid. Oh.
As you hear
You obsess. You obsess over every door and you forget to check a chest.
I did it. I did check it. Oh boy.
And then can both of you please roll another dex saving throw for me? Or well, make it either athletics or acrobatics.
Glass spraying everywhere.
Okay, as both of you manage to use your dexterity to dive out of the way, you let go of the glass cover itself, and it drops to the stone and bounces and smashes on the ground. Glass shatters everywhere, and as you stand up, dust acid off your clothes and your body that starts to eat through you. Look around. The short throwing axe on the stone table or the podium itself appears undamaged.
Sorry, Valris.
Double check next time.
I will. Yelena, do you mind picking that one up?
Sure. She'll walk in to grab the dagger? Is that what he's pointing to?
Yulque.
Yeah.
Yulque. Yeah,
Guess from the description, yeah.
she'll tap both of them for 5 points of healing.
Oh, how
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Right,
And
moving back to the other two. Lunan, 26 on your perception check.
And 14 on mine, so
14.
Lunan probably hears everything.
Okay, so the both of you put your ear to the door. It's a large stone door. It's quiet beyond there. You don't actually hear anything at all. But with that perception check, what you do notice is that there is a faint sliver of light, Lunan, that you can see below the door where the crack is, coming from the other room. Very faint.
Okay.
Um,
There seems to be a light in there. And then I'm like, hey, what happened in there? As we hear a lot of crash and bangs.
I'm stupid. That's what happened. Oh,
Yeah, as you're listening, you hear a big thwomp explosion, people hitting the ground, followed by a smash and a crash of glass. A little chuckle escapes Yelena's lips as she moves into the room.
Oh, so they're probably not engaging in combat if she's laughing at them. Dusted says to Lunan.
Mm-hmm.
Can Dusted stealthily, because he's told that there's light in there, but he would like to stealthily check if the handle can be manipulated. So he just wants to check if he can open the door but not open the door, if that makes sense.
Yes. Well, you it's not locked.
Okay, so
the
that's
handle is like
basically what he wanted to know.
It's one of those old twisting latch handles on all of these doors, like you find on a modern garden gate. You probably don't have those where.
But yeah, I get where you're going at. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the doors aren't locked, but you just need to twist the handle and then you move in.
Dusted looks back at as the light source sort of like, I suppose, beckons into the room because Vargo and Valvis and Yelena is moving back in here.
Covered in acid.
Covered in acid, yeah.
Oh, gentlemen, are you okay, Bashar?
I hope that weapon is worth it.
hey, Valris.
Yeah.
You look like someone has pooped all over you.
And Dusted's ears peek up when he hears the shiny word of weapon. And in a sort of like mixture of being focused on finding out where the weapon is and the door, I'm just gonna roll a d4 and see what's most important. On an uneven roll, it's the door. Yeah, it's the weapon. Fuck.
It is this little thing.
And he shuffles over to Yelena to have a look.
She'll hand it over to him.
Okay.
And as he does that, Lunan,
Any other weapon is not as good as her current one.
Well, of course, nothing's as good as your current one.
What if you find 2 vengeful weapons?
Jesus. I mean, she's holding it now, so if it is vengeful, we'll find out in a second when Dustin tries to take it.
and as Dusty disappears, Lunan like okay, and then continues opening the door.
The weapon, Dust, as you look at it, it is a traditional Chultan. It's actually, sorry, a short stabbing spear. It's 3 foot long with a head that's made of steel, a long blade, and it can either be thrown or wielded. It's a simple weapon, so anyone can use it, by the way, but it is a traditional Chultan weapon.
Dustin is just gonna respectfully take it from Yelena and just give it a few swings and get a feel of it, and then satisfied, he gives it back to Yelena. Just very curious with it.
Do you think it does anything?
No. This is worthless.
It is gorgeous, though.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not worthless. We must die for it.
Well, then you can hold on to it. I don't care for it.
We know you don't.
You just said the magic words. Dustin grabs it. Yoink.
All right. Lunan, you look like you're ready to open the door.
Yeah, he said he was opening it the second Dustin just shuffled off.
Yeah. So, you open the door as everyone else is discussing this new Euclid stabbing spear. Much easier. The door swings open, Lunan, and it opens to reveal a large room beyond as the light from Varga's shield casts dim light throughout the majority of the room. The first thing that you notice is that the back of the room itself is actually dimly lit by the glow of phosphorescent fungi coming from the table at the end and numerous other small tables around the room. The fungi is green mold that gives off a faint green glow. A long wooden table stretches the length of the room. Atop it are specimens of various types of fungi and vine-like plants sitting in pots that coil around wooden stakes in their soil. A number of chairs sit at the far end of the table, and at the near end, one of the vines appears to have outgrown its pot as the vines has wrapped down the leg of the table closest to you. Beautiful yellow flowers are dotted along the vine. Numerous other tables that are visible in the room have potted plants on them as well. The walls of the room themselves are covered with mouldy tapestries. As you look in, you can see the tapestries depict men eating meat off large bones of dead large reptiles in the background.
Oh boy.
They were eating the reptiles?
Could they be dinosaurs?
They could
Or-
be dinosaurs.
Zombie dinosaurs.
Slowly stepping in.
Felrus wades through some of the fungi and the mold.
I would like to invoke my familiar, DM.
Okay. Where are you on the map? Oh, you're there. Okay. So, all of you step into the room as Vargo. You call Aki. Yeah?
Yes.
Alright. As you begin chanting, I need everyone please to make a wisdom saving throw. As you move into the room, past the threshold of the door, you hear a small puff of air as a musky smell begins to fill the air in this room where you're standing. Oh, okay.
This is all it took to take us down. Fucking funky.
Valrus, you are the only one that makes your save. Can someone roll for a Zucker, please?
Sure. It,
A 2. Okay.
Well, mine wasn't bad.
In which case, Valrus, can you roll initiative for me, please?
Oh no.
oh my god! no!
5.
As you notice this, you follow the musk coming from the source, and it is the vine that is broken out of its pot climbing down the side of the pot plant and the table leg itself.
This one?
Right, it got an 8. Yeah, it's that one over there. Though. Okay. You watch as everybody moves. By the way,
Oh, wait, we're
hold on.
missing Lunen's wisdom.
I actually think Lunan and Yelena, you're immune to charm, aren't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. Are we immune to
Advantage.
charm, or is it that we
Advantage.
have advantage?
You have
We have
advantage.
advantage. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, it's like things like charm that would put you to sleep. I think that
This is
we.
anyone who
We're
fails.
immune. Yeah, we're immune to sleep.
You're immune to sleep, but you get advantage to charm. Okay. In which
Yeah.
case, Lunan, you've passed. 7 plus 7. Oh yeah. And
Yeah, so then I can roll
Yelena,
again.
you get to roll again.
Aha.
Okay, so both of you please add yourselves to the initiative. Okay, as the musk begins to fill the room, Lunan onto initiative as well. You manage to break free of the charm. Lunan, you're actually the first one to go, so I'm going to stop talking then. As you shake the fogginess out of your head, looking up, you notice that the plant at the edge of the table is slowly moving ever so closer. Oh, I got my book right here. What?
If
Mm-hmm.
if anything asks for being burnt, it's this thing. So firebolt.
Okay, you're gonna cast Firebolt at the plant, are you?
Yep.
Okay. I just need to double check. That definitely hits.
6 fire damage.
Okay. As you fire your firebolt into the plant, it hits. It definitely does some damage as it burns, explodes. One of the vines sort of starts to recoil, but carries on moving closer. Okay. That is your turn. So, anything else?
Take a step back.
So are you going to move outside of the room?
To the what's it called? Door frame.
Okay, into the door frame over there.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Then, next up, I'm going to... It's the plant. First things first, everyone who is charmed by the plant moves their full movement and goes straight towards it. As they almost appear entranced by it. The plant itself, it lashes out, and it's going to go for Vargo, who was the first one that was closest to him.
Oh boy.
Right, it gets +3 on its hit. Now, because you're charmed, it doesn't actually say whether you get any disadvantage or not. But either way, it rolls a 9, as one of the vines literally swings out and touches you, but it just sort of washes off, it bounces off your armor. Okay. So, each target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by the plant for 1 minute. A charmed creature can do nothing on its turn except move as close as it can to the plant. A charmed creature can repeat their saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. So, in which case, we haven't added you to the combat initiative, have we? So, let's play fair and say everyone add yourselves to initiative.
Alright.
Play fair? What is this?
So then that's dusted where you are. Okay. So you move your full turn dusted right next to the plant, and you can re-roll your saving throw. It's a wisdom save, please.
Yeah, Dustin is definitely charmed by this plant.
Okay. Vargo, you get to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Alright.
You get to roll one. You get to roll one. Everyone gets to roll one.
Azaka, she moves closer at the end of her turn. She gets to roll. Can someone roll for Azaka, please?
Sure.
Oh, I'm so glad that this has worked out so well. Azaka also fails. Okay, cool. So, I will keep the plant's roll. It misses when it tries to touch you, Vargo. You're charmed and you get the sense that it is trying to hug you, so there can be nothing wrong. But it rolled quite low and still misses. So next up then is Valrus. Valrus, you notice this as they almost zombie-like move towards this plant.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna take a step back, maybe two, and firebolt it, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll, my friend.
Here we go. Ah,
Almost.
9.
A 9. That hits.
Here we go.
The plant
5
has no
damage.
dexterity bonus, so in fact it's got
I
minus
suppose that
4
makes
to its
sense.
dex. So 5 points of damage. Alright. Nice. Just so you know, it's a very resilient plant, by the way, but it definitely takes damage from that flame. Next up then is Yelena.
I'm trying to remember. I think I did use my channel divinity.
You did,
Channel
yes.
divinity. I did, yes. So yeah, she'll just come in and she'll attack the plant
Oh, okay.
with her sword because that's all she can do. Unless I
Okay.
can use, I might actually be able to use green flame blade on it. It just won't jump to anything.
Okay.
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. No. Oh, it's at 5th level that it does extra. Okay,
Save it then.
Uh,
You never
save
know.
it. Yeah. So yeah, she'll just start trimming the plant with her sword,
Okay.
or trying to.
A 19 definitely hits. So, as you go to work on this overgrown bonsai tree, you swing. And 10 points. I mean, that's really good. Damn.
I would like to use my reaction.
You.
Since I'm charmed by the creature, I
Uh,
can deflect attacks against the plant that is within 5 feet of me.
so, do you want to deflect Yelena's damage?
I'm charmed by it, aren't I?
You are, yes. But it does say that the only thing that you do is move closer.
Okay, then I
So you don't get to use
no
reactions.
no I don't get to use reaction. It was just more if it was my ally, he would definitely have tried to defend it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, unfortunately it clearly says you do nothing except move as close as you can. There is a reason why, and you'll find out soon.
Yeah.
So,
I'm hoping that I break free now though.
alright, well, it is only at the end of your turn do you get to make a save. So,
Yeah.
you've moved as close as you can, you've used all of your actions, but now you get to make
Yeah.
your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's such a pretty plan.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay. Lunan, you're up.
Now we'll get to know how the dwarves are created and why they have a vine sticking out their heads.
There you go. Okay. Lunan?
Yes. The question is, yeah, I think I will just send a guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
Hopefully that's enough.
A 13, yeah, that hits. 30 feet, 10, 20, 30.
10 damage. Radiant.
Radiant damage. That is a good hit. 10 radiant damage. Which makes it, with that hit, if you could see if a plant was bloodied, this plant is now bloodied.
And Lunan takes another step
Forwards,
back.
backwards. Okay. Fargo, next up it's you. At the end of your turn, you get a saving throw.
Come on, please. Nope. It's a pretty plant.
Wow. Would you like to roll for a second, please?
Alright. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop rolling for her.
Okay. Right, then. Valrus, can you roll a perception check for me, please?
I can. 20.
As you do,
Another plant appears. Oh my
you
god.
notice that one of the plants begins to move, and it lets out its spores that fill the room in a 30-foot radius around it, covering your end. I need you to roll a saving throw, please.
Aye.
So everyone but Lunan is within the range of that?
Yeah, but the other ones are already affected, so you don't need to
Well,
worry.
No,
Jalena is not.
Yelena is not.
Also a very pretty plant.
Oh god, we're dead.
By any chance, if you succeed on the first one, you are immune or something?
That is a very good question.
Oh, that's why Jalena doesn't roll. Nice.
But it's also a different plant.
It may be relevant. Oh boy.
You never know. Okay, next then is my go still. It is Vargo going to continue to try and give you the kiss of life.
Kiss of on life, more like.
So it gets +3 to hit. Oh man, that was so close to an 18, Vargo. Shoo-wee. It doesn't actually say you're immune if you make your save, no.
Okay, so Yelena has to do it again with advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's 15 feet and it's a 30, within 30 feet of it.
Oh boy. Try and do it. No.
Go on, Yelena, you only need an 11.
That's a tall order for me today.
Okay. So, Valrus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yelena, you're already next to it. Valrus, you get a saving throw now.
Oh yes.
Well, guys, we found the weakness of our group.
Nothing
Oh my
changed.
goodness. Yelena, you get a saving throw at the end of your turn. With advantage, because it's charm.
Oh my god!
Okay. Dusted, you get a saving throw.
I know. Oh.
Finally.
Okay. Dusted, you've managed to save, and as you do, you shake off the fogginess that comes out of your head, and you see yourself standing in front of this pot plant. And then all you can think about is wanting to become a symbiotic creature and melding with this plant, hoping to welcome it into your life. And as you shake the fog from your brain, you realize that wasn't a happy dream, that was more of a nightmare. But that is your turn, and it is now Lunan.
Can I ask if Luna would know what type of creature this is?
Um, roll nature?
Sure thing. "13."
It's a plant.
Okay.
It is definitely
Yeah,
a plant.
I'm gonna try to toll it to death.
Okay.
Wisdom save on the one that's close.
What's the range of Toll the Dead?
60?
60.
60. Holy cow. Okay. A wisdom save. He doesn't get any bonuses for the plant, so let's... One. Alright, as you do toll the dead on the plant, the bells ring out for Christmas Day. Go ahead and roll your damage.
3 necrotic.
Oh, okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Next up then, Valrus. You get a saving throw.
Oops, 1 second, please. Wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Oh boy. Do you want to roll for Azaka?
Sure. Asaka makes it.
Okay, Azaka makes it. Next up is the plant. And Valrus, it is again going to try and attack you. God damn. The other one, Vargo, it's going to try and attack you.
Valrus, I think.
12 plus 3 is 15.
Nope.
Without your I mean, you're not blocking and using your shield, are you? You're standing there.
I mean,
Wait. Which plant is attacking who? Because there's Vargo and there's Valrus.
Yeah, so Valrus was the first one. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
And Vargo is the second one. I rolled a 15.
I mean, without my shield, my AC is still 17.
Then it definitely misses. Okay. Next up then is Valrus. You get a saving throw. I need to roll better for my plants.
No. 17.
17. That makes
Come
it,
on.
dude. Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, but that is your turn. So, next up then is Yelena. You get a saving throw at the end of your turn with advantage.
Oh my god. Oh, phew. I didn't see the other one being a 15. One was a 19 and it rolled onto a 1.
Oh, dear.
Wow. Okay, so round 4 then. Dusted Coal. Oh, you're not okay. It's your turn, Dusted.
You have been a very, very naughty plant. And he's gonna take the hammer and try to bring it down on it because he was holding that in his hand or at least somewhere near. So gonna roll that weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 20.
That definitely hits as you lift the hammer and bring it down with all your weight onto this plant. The pot plant in it smashes. Ceramics and soil fly
And it's
everywhere.
with 2 hands because I don't have my shield.
Mm-hmm.
4 damage. And no roll because it's probably not an undead plant.
Correct. It is not undead. The hammer does not fly off and deal radiant damage, but it does take 4 points. Okay.
And
anything else?
Yeah, he's gonna jump off onto the table here.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like that.
Hopping onto the table, Lunan, you manage to see that both Valrus and Dusted and Yelena shake the effects of the charm. It is your turn. Let's see if we can finish this combat in the next 5 minutes.
Lunan?
And then I will just do the same. Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. Okay, so he needs another wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, he gets a 19. Alright, the plant saves.
The wisdom of the plant.
Vargo, you get to roll a saving throw.
That plant is wiser than me. 10.
Wow, dude, that just fails. Okay. Did Azaka make it?
Yes.
She did. So then she will. I guess she'll use her scimitars and attack twice. Someone want to roll for her? Vargo?
Oh boy.
Oh, Dusted is on the case. 12 and 19, both of them hit. 2d6.
14 damage. I think it's 14 damage every time we roll for her.
Crazy, isn't it? Okay. 14. Wow. Right, the plant is definitely, as she chops off bits of ivy and vine, that is her turn. The Told Dead failed, didn't it? Yes, it did. And that was from the last round. No one else. So, as she hacks off bits and pieces of plant, you notice, everyone around, that all of a sudden the plant seems to regenerate, having not taken any necrotic damage. Some of the vines and the blooming flowers all of a sudden sprout again. And as it does, it lets out, blows out some more. So that means everyone within 30 feet. That's everybody in the room.
That's everybody.
Yeah, I need
Thank-
everybody to roll saving throws again,
Oh,
please.
thank God. Just made it.
Yelena makes it, Dusted makes it.
Yeah, I guess I need to roll as well. I'm within 30.
Yep, you get advantage.
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Valrus. Valrus fails.
Yep.
We're just waiting for Lunan.
It's just rolling in slow motion. Oh, there you go.
2 18s. Alright, you managed to save. No problem. The second one, Valrus, in front of you, is going to attack you. And it's going to just try and gently embrace you. And it rolls a 22.
Fuck.
That probably hits.
And as it does, the tendrils manage to wrap themselves around you. And all of a sudden you feel this blast of energy in your mind. You take
That's succubus level of damage. Jesus.
11 points of psychic damage. As the vine itself, once it embraces you, you almost feel as if it's trying to burrow into your mind.
Fun.
You get a saving throw at the end of your turn, Valrus. Your go.
Alright.
Fargo, have you been under since the beginning?
Yes.
That is a save.
Alright. That's a natural 20 as well. Good job.
Yes. Hopefully this time it'll make a difference.
Stick. Yelena, it's your turn.
Sorry. One moment. The cat was being a tink. She will try and stab the plant in front of her. Oh wait, no, actually, I did have an idea. Could I somehow use a tinderbox to light it on fire? Or would that not really work?
I mean, you could use your tinderbox to cause some fire damage.
Doesn't sound very promising.
That image is really funny.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like striking a match and dropping it in on the garden or something. The sparks will fly off, and maybe do a couple of points of damage of fire damage.
I mean,
If
it
only
is
we had
the-
alcohol.
Yeah.
Or even oil. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone has any. I think that was...
Ponty?
Yeah, that was my only idea, but
Okay.
I think better of it. She'll hack the plant away again.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Sound plan.
16 definitely hits. 10 points of damage. Okay. The plant is still standing, barely. As you hack into it, you take away a couple of its vines and leaves and everything. That brings us to the end of round 4. Right. Should we call it a night?
Works for me.
Yeah.
And pick it up from next week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
sure.
sounds good.
Is everyone available for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. In which case, let's have a quick look-see and say thank you very much to all the 3 people who are watching us on Twitch. That's pretty cool. Dope.
Yeah.
The rest of you, let's run a quick ad break on Twitch because I've stopped the stream. We've had 12 new followers since we started streaming on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Thank
That's
you,
not
guys.
bad. And we get an average of 6 to 8 unique views whenever we stream. So that's not bad.
Oh, wow.
So this Twitch session was 3 hours and 52 minutes. Yeah.
That's pretty alright.
Please
not
do
bad.
share some statistics with us at some point.
How is this combat scarier than the one with the mummy? Oh my god.
I think it's actually because you guys have just been rolling so badly.
Yeah,
They
you
don't have a lot of health.
I used all
can't
my
hit 'em.
20s early on, I must admit.
I think it's the lack of control for you guys.
We definitely found our weakness.
I-
Wisdom
I-
is
Half
not
a
our
plant.
forte.
I
No.
need wisdom resilience feat. I need it. It's just confirmed that I need it badly.
I'm just waiting until I get. I can't remember what it's called, where I give people my charisma modifier to their saves.
Well, you
Oh,
get
yeah, the
You
aura.
get 10 feet. You
Yeah.
also get a 10 feet aura.
Yeah.
You know that after that we are gonna stick to you. All the time.
All the fireballs.
Where you go, we
Feel
go.
like a bad odor.
It's a pity you don't have Ponty around, you know? He could have checked his
Oh, wow.
told
Yeah.
I know.
No, if we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Ponty, then we wouldn't be in this place fighting plants.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, God. Hey, can you imagine?
But hey, at least Yelena managed to climb up a wall.
He was not on my side of the village. It's not my fault. Deflecting blame.
Oh my god, yeah. Nobody knows Yelena killed that poor little thing.
Yeah.
Nope,
the
nobody does.
Defender of the weak. Not.